Listen up. You really need to go the extra mile. And what in the world does that mean? Well, it's easy. Go the extra mile. If you want to think about it and really think about it, I want to teach you a certain mindset to have. Overall in life, it's gonna be very good for you, but in this context, it's about getting the job and continuing to keep the job and always being a valuable asset at another company, right? I want you to think about the thousands of game development schools that exist today, and then I want you to think about the thousands of students that go to these universities, vocational school, online courses, and so on. Right now, on top of it, it's even harder now, because if you really think about it, think about the COVID, think about how a lot of companies have gone remotely, think about that now everything is actually global competition. It's a global economy and global competition. So how are you standing out? How are you being different? If you're going to a course, a mentorship, doesn't matter. There are probably other people there, right? They are friends now, you're having a good time, you're learning the same thing. But how are you standing out? How are you making a better job than the next person? Because if you're learning the same thing, what differentiates you is your level of learning and how you can progress you in the same course. But what else are you doing to learn, to get experience, to stand out is quite important if you really want to make it. So therefore, I always say go the extra mile. Especially if you're a new student and you're going a 3-year bachelor or even doing a master's, you have to keep that in mind, because everyone have the same starting base, they're learning the same thing. So what are you actually doing? So therefore you need to go the extra mile. So this is really a matter of lifestyle, mindset, and discipline. So what I'm saying is, how many hours do you spend watching streaming services? How many hours are you outside? How many hours are you partying? How many hours are you having fun thinking everything is gonna be okay? I hope everything's gonna be okay, but life is quite competitive, and in the industry that we are chosen to be in, it is quite stressful to constantly learning new technology, improving your art, and so on. It's not an easy journey that you're picked, right? So you really want to learn to track your hours down to the tiny little bit of every day rather than a week. The reason for that is you realize that you need to take control of your hours. So you need to schedule 1 hour of Netflix, 2 hours hanging out, and then kind of prioritize your time, because the minute you do that, you will realize how much time you probably wasted sleeping, hanging out, browsing internet, going to Facebook, Instagram, or chatting on Discord with no intention, with no clear goal. If you have a clear goal and end goal with it, that's cool, but most people don't. So make it a clear goal, schedule it, figure out how you can be efficient with your time, because the most valuable thing we have is not money, right? It's not anything else you might think about. If you're thinking about time, yes, that is the most valuable thing we have. So how are you using your time? This is a finite thing. There's no way to earn back time. I can earn money all the time, I can spend it and earn it back if I'm using my time efficiently, right? So I'm saying please go the extra mile. You gotta make that a priority. You need to think, have a mindset, have a lifestyle, and have the discipline that the other person doesn't have, because it is hard, it is difficult, it's not easy, but that's exactly why regardless of your skill level, there will be a place for you, right? I'm very mediocre at what I do, but I have plenty of opportunities and chances of doing things. Why? Because I do exactly follow these practices. So if I can do it, honestly, I'm pretty sure you guys can do it, you girls can do it, anyone can do it. I've seen the skill level you have, I can do half of it. But you really need to understand, time is limited. If you slack out a year or two, another person will catch up to you if they spend the time and energy in talking, they're learning and doing everything they need to do. So really go the extra mile. That is my advice for this time on my personal channel. And as a reminder, I do have a second channel at Lightingbot, so you can join it. Lightingbot.com is the website. Most of the interviews have been moved over there, so stay in touch for that kind of content. But really, go the extra mile. There's no excuse.